Game number one, we cannot delay this any further. We got to get going. NC State USC, Jonas. Game one. What do you expect to see tonight?
I mean, now that Ventus said something, I'm going to be watching him like a hawk. I want to see if he really did improve. I want to see him be the star of this NC State team, and if he's not, I'm going to be disappointed, Ventus. Hope you're watching, but Cataclysm looking to get it started early. Ultimately, I think NC State are probably going to end up being the victors in this one, but as someone from the West Coast, I've been to USC a couple times. I want to see them succeed. I want to see what they bring this season.
That fantasy switch in chat.
I believe so, as it will be Cataclysm getting on the board off a pass from Ventus. I would assume it is, saying he's playing the game more and the pressure when I called him out, but yeah.
4:38 to go. The Wolfpack on the board first here, and in 20 minutes we got TCU taking on Denver after plus however long of a delay we're under after this series is over. But we'll see what happens. It's 30 seconds down here. USC trail 1 at the end of the first 30 seconds.
Yeah, we're going to need to see the Trojans defense really step up. There's a nice save by Solo Q Terror. Cataclysm lifts it up far side, looking for that corner. No, just trying to play the dribble. Nice catch and flick. Cataclysm, what a turnaround. Makes it 2-0 Wolfpack.
4:12 to go. Cataclysm have a day in the first minute. He's got two. He's 2 of 2 with 48 seconds off the clock.
I think he actually got a little bit of help there from drawing circles, kind of clashed with him as he went for the flick. I think that slight bump kind of boosted the power of his flick. Makes it 2-0 NC State. Another one geared up. It's going to be defended well. VTR in the back wall. Drawing circles a little bit awkward here with no boost. Will get a nice 50 pass. Ventus. Cataclysm already searching for an early hat trick here in game number one. Boom downfield. Cataclysm, does he have it? Drops it straight down. Drawing circles well to be aware on that pass.
They're in midfield. Backboard. No good. The beautiful look there early for the Trojans. And the offense couldn't come up with anything there in the first minute and a half. Off the clock, the Trojans struck with nothing on the score sheets. And NC State, what a start to game one.
I mean, they have slowed down a little bit more, but when you get that 2-goal lead, that's okay. You just have to keep on securing it, keep on moving forward with that possession, with that cushion. We'll see what USC are going to be able to do to try and answer back. Ventus on it in the corner, trying to time up this challenge. Works it well into the backboard. He's still on it off the ceiling. Can't make contact in the backboard again. Solo Q Terror will clear this one out for USC.
Minutes to go. Game number one here. Ventus over the top, trying to go over and under. Couldn't get anything there. And Axron pass back towards Cataclysm. Double pin off the right wall. Wolfpack, though, still at ease with a 2-0 lead here. Since we're halfway through. Southern California, nothing to put up yet.
Yeah, nothing really to speak about offensively. They've only got one shot logged as of right now, and they need to be able to increase that rate of shooting just to at least give some more threats and let NC State know that they are a threat on the offensive side. But right now, the Wolfpack seeming in a very comfortable spot. We'll see if that changes here soon. Drawing circles, dunked again. Cataclysm lurking way downfield. Will get demoed by Solo Q Terror. Doesn't matter. NC State up 3.
Astron will find his first of the night and the season. 2:06 to go. That is his first career CCS goal.
Yeah, makes it 3-0 for NC State. So you couldn't be happier if you're a Wolfpack fan. Is can USC really just struggling to show any sort of traction, any sort of pressure in this one right now, and it'll be interesting to see if that changes. Ventus, another block throughout, drawing circles. Might have a look here off the ceiling. Gets one touch, lurking forward. A miss on defense and a miss on offense, as that one will just kind of work itself away towards the corner. USC still nothing on the board yet.
1:34 to play. Cataclysm back towards Axtron off the corner and around. USC's got 90 seconds to score 3 times. Equalize game one, but at this point, think you just want one or maybe two if you can, and give your offense at least some hope you're gonna be able to compete in this series alone. But 1:15 to play, maybe a chance here goes haywire for the Trojan offense, and still nothing on the scoreboard for USC.
Might have some sort of look here. Cataclysm, Axtron both on it. Solo Q Terror goes right by it. As now Ventus back up field. Axtron just taking the lead block roll. It will be kept out well. 50 seconds now. And ultimately USC, we're just not seeing the kind of pace they need here, Nation. As you see NC State very comfortable just playing a very neat and tidy defense, not allowing any real shots to be on target. A big miss from Ventus. As I say that, Cataclysm dunked, but again, USC just not really able to capitalize offensively.
Not at all. 26 seconds left. North Carolina State, what a start to the night. 3-0, a clean shutout. Can they force the perfect sweep?
I mean, we'll have to see. We've seen a couple already. We've seen a couple already kind of go the distance to 5. Maybe USC will just kind of flip the switch like Central Florida. We might see another potential Game 5 reverse sweep scenario. But as of right now, it looks to be all NC State.
That it does. North Carolina State, Wolfpack in Game 1, perfect. 3-0, a shutout of Southern California. Crazy, distance between pretty far apart, and it's even going to league play. I mean, again, after last year's conference realignments, USC, NC State now in the ACC's got to play against Cal. I mean, just as far. I mean, and UCLA has to play against USC, and those schools have to go play against Rutgers all the way in Brunswick, New Jersey. I mean, it's crazy now.
It absolutely is. I mean, it kind of got all thrown up in a loop, and it's kind of, it's all over the place. But either way, Game 2 getting underway. We'll see if Southern California can start to turn things around for the positive, or if NC State are going to get right back on the saddle and take another quick lead in this game.
We'll have to wait and see. But USC take a statement. They got to prove they're here to compete, and right now they haven't done that just yet. I mean, if the offense can pull through 1 or 2 times and they'll show some resistance to the pressure NC State has created, then they might be in good hands. But if this continues the way it has, USC is in for a long 9.5 minutes ahead of them.
They are indeed drawing circles. Can't quite drop it on target. Does get the boost deal. Axtron out to Ventus. No contact made. Double commit here. Ventus on it. Trying to work his way middle. A few touches. Didn't really go anywhere with it. It will be cleared away by Southern California. So seeing the defense working a bit more here early. Ventus going to prove me wrong. Reset. Scoop into the back wall. Played away well again by the Trojans. No real pressure. Arsing NC State firing a lot of shots, but drawing circles adds on another big save. This USC defense looks a lot better than Game 1.
And it does, but again, the defense has adjusted fine, but it's not just about defense. I mean, the offense has got to come alive too, and NC State aren't really giving USC much space, so it really do anything on offense, and USC's defense is only going to be able to hold the line for so long, and maybe a miss there almost led to a goal, but nothing goes for the Wolfpack.
Drawing circles, misses the clear. Cataclysm looking to turn. Cataclysm did go 2 for 2 in game number 1. Now Ventus having a look is going to be kept out by Solo Q Terror. Cataclysm trying a mind game there, not really gonna have much effect. Into the corner it goes, moving its way out. Axtron turns, gets demoed, drawing circles. Another outspeed, I will say. USC haven't been able to generate a lot, but they might have a look here. No! Solo Q Terror shoots it right at Cataclysm.
2:48 to go. And the offensive mistakes, and you can't have that here on either side of this ball game. And now USC a chance. Feeder, nothing there either. Halftime in game number 2, still tied at 0.
Absolutely. Cataclysm off the back wall. No follow-up shot immediately. Ventus off the side while Axtron is there. Looking for that top left corner. It's going to be boomed away by USC. Ventus Rushing back the other way, gets past one, trying to get past drawing circles as well. Can't do so. Cataclysm's turn, flicks it middle. Axtron there, blocked again. USC, their defense already has 6 saves.
2 minutes to go in the game number 2. At this point, I mean, for Southern California, you got to score soon. Equalize this series. You can't give a 0-2 lead to NC State and expect to have a chance to pull this one back together. So if you're USC, this next minute 40 is do or die, it feels like at this point.
Yeah, it really does. And I mean, we've seen potential reverse sweeps already here in CCS Season 5, but it's never something you want to have to resort to. It's one of those things where, you know, if it comes down to it, you would love to be able to make it happen, but you should never expect to secure one.
Dude, and 1:15 to go. And there's an Easter egg on the USA map. I think I just saw. I'm not going to say what it is. I'll let someone else find it. But 1:07 to go. NC State, Southern California still tied at 0. And this series on paper, I mean, it looks closer in Game 2 compared to Game 1. USC's defense is stepped up quite nicely. With the offense, it would be a lot. I think it'd be a lot better if they were more complacent with what we've seen. We haven't really seen much of a chance for USC to shine offensively. The defense is constantly pinned down, but at least they're surviving the onslaught they've been put under. But 40 seconds up. Are we seeing overtime here?
I mean, it's looking like it at this pace. We might see something here. Not we will. Had to say something about OT, and NC State immediately want to get it done in regulation. Axtron over to Cataclysm, and Ventus taking out drawing circles. Everything came together there for the Wolfpack.
First goal goes for NC State. So it could be a 2-0 lead if this one will hold in this series. Barring a miracle for Southern California as the Trojans, a chance there goes wide and around. And the offense, it can't connect at all.
Yeah, it really can't.
Appreciate the raid. W. Blake, W. Epic. Just now joining us. NC State about to be 2-0 over Southern California. Ball State earlier dropped in 3 to Radford. Then Radford beat Penn State in 4. Mizzou thrashed Charlotte in a 3-game series. Now we're here at NC State USC.
And NC State officially will make it a 2-0 series versus Southern California. Again, the defense looked much better there from USC. Their offense still nothing to show for it. Did have 5 shots, keeping NC State on their toes. Defense was better, but nothing to write home about.
NC State 2-0 as we head on to Game 3. What's got to change, Jonas, at the final stretch of the series?
I mean, honestly, we just need to see. I want to see their offense get more aggressive. I think maybe just bumping and demoing, just trying to throw off the rotations of NC State, make them a little bit more uncomfortable, might be the best option at this point. We've seen, obviously, the offense struggle thus far. I think really just kind of speeding up, try to catch NC State off guard going into Game 3 might be the only chance at trying to swing the momentum.
At this point, USC, I mean, you know, if you missed the last series, Milwaukee was 2-0 up over Central Florida. Then UCF forced a Game 5 and fell short. It's heartbreaking for them, but in this series, UCF had a dominant Game 3 and Game 4. They turned the tide, momentum shifted, and now for USC, you need something similar here, or else you're going to go quietly tonight 0-1 on the season.
Yeah, that is obviously not the way you want to start. You want to at least get one game here to open up your first game in CCS Season 5. You just want to pick up some sort of positive note going into the rest of non-con. We'll see if they're able to do it. Ventus, another big clear out, suppressing USC once again.
40 seconds to go off the clock here, and we're 7 minutes from kickoff of T2 in Denver, barring a delay. If this series extends any point past the Game 3, that series will be under a delay. But first minute off the clock here, still tied at 0. We saw a lot of clock run off last game for NC State, saw the back of the yellow goal, but Now for USC, though, this game has to be perfect. You've got to score and make a statement. You've now gone 2 games without a singular offensive goal.
And that does just seem insane at this point. And this one just wide. I believe it was a ghost touch for Ventus. I don't think he actually got the redirect, but either way, almost finding the first goal here. Cataclysm might do it. No, off the crossbar away. Solo Q Terror. That's a great first touch. Can he get it by Ventus? No, it's stopped again.
3:25 to go, and USC quickly denied there. Ventus chasing the demo. Won't connect. The save will come through. Solo Q Terror going to provide some terror on the goal line for NC State, keeping this game tied at 0 with 3 minutes to play.
Another nice keep out here. Ventus looking to get out. Double demo for USC. Can they capitalize upon it? Drawing circles. Goes middle. Slices through 2. Ventus will be back as third. Secures the boost. Keeps the ball safe for a moment. And a good 50 out. Cataclysm will clash with Drawing Circles. Halftime quickly approaching here in game number 3. And it looks like we have another low-scoring venture on our hands.
We're halfway through. USC going to turn into the next best second half team ever known to man. I mean, seems like that's what Milwaukee ended up doing last series, but it provided some insurance in the first half, and they come up clutch in game 5. But now back to action here in the second half. I mean, USC, they've been scoreless for 12.5 minutes. Something has to give eventually.
I mean, you would think, but you never know. It might just be nothing here. That's a great block over from Solo Q Terror. I think we might see something on one of these transition plays, Nation. We are still seeing the USC defense looking better and better, and I think that transitions comes right along with it, being able to go from defense to offense as quick as you can. Try to catch your opponent out. Axtra on backboard. Is there anyone there for a follow-up shot? No. It'll be placed well into the corner by the Trojans. Cataclysm, big demo, Axtron there late. It's kept out by Drawing Circles.
Towards the right wall, final minute 30. NC State still fighting. Cataclysm over the top off target, and it's taken away by Drawing Circles. Rebound attack, no good. The ball is cleared away. An 85 to play. Southern California still nothing in response to the offensive firepower we've seen on NC State this.
Yeah, I mean, it really has. It has developed into a really interesting match here, Nation. Because again, we're seeing Southern California. Their defense is getting better, but the offense still isn't supporting as much as it needs to. As Ventus, good first touch. He was lining up the double, but he gets bumped off. A little bit of congestion here. Now Axtar going to pinch this one accidentally into his own side. Might have a look. Drawing Circles finds it off the angle. USC, their first goal of the series, their first goal of CCS Season 5.
First goal of the season, and draws in the defender. Drawing Circles able to find the first. Now the Wolfpack, 51 seconds to respond with a goal of their own. Tie this thing back up, and that they're not going to find there.
We'll see if they're going to be able to do it. That's a good clear out. Another touch forward. Axtra on his beat. Drawing Circles. Got another. What is happening? This might be a repeat of the last series.
40 seconds on the clock. And now Southern California, it took them a long time to get on the board. Now they've got 2 in the last couple of moments.
I mean, this has been an incredible turnaround. And who knows what's going to happen now. Cataclysm, big shot, and there's just nothing to stop that. Solo Q Terror just couldn't do anything on the goal line, and that cuts the lead in half for NC State.
34 seconds to go. NC State back within 1. They respond within 6 seconds and give the offense a chance to retie this thing up. Ventus off the kickoff might have a chance here to at least play it in the midfield, but they don't get a look they like, and now they got to retreat. 30 to go. Defense got a hold here.
Does indeed. Drawing Circles, looking for a hat trick on that attempt. Ventus, big clear into the backboard, looking for a late double. He might have it. No. Cataclysm sends it sky high. Big demo for Drawing Circles as well. Final 10 seconds of regulation. Cataclysm might have a chip. No, Ventus goes as well. That's a big double commit. NC State running out of time, running out of options. That's a great bounce for Ventus. Lost the middle. Does he have the finish? No! It's sent in crossbar, and it will drop. USC, stay alive.
Oh boy, that was almost another 0-second goal at the end there. But game 4 coming up, and now TCU Denver is for sure going to be delayed at least a little.
Yeah, at least about 10 minutes. Sorry, guys. Sometimes that's just the way it shakes things out. We tried to pack as many games in the schedule as we could, and not everything's going to go right because that's esports, and we apologize.
I think we would have been fine had the last series not been 15 minutes delayed. We would have been able to start this one on time, and maybe TCU Denver one on time. But 5 minutes back on the clock for Game 4. If you're joining us live for Denver versus TCU, we'll get you there in about 5 minutes. If NC State wins Game 4, they're already up 1-0, 10 seconds in.
Yeah, that didn't take a lot of time at all on this defense from USC, which we've been praising. Just kind of fell apart here, drawing circles. Just a big whiff off the backboard, and Cataclysm more than happy to take advantage.
4:50 on the clock, and just the first 10 seconds, another opening statement made by the Wolfpack offense. They responded well after last game's defeat, which now in Game 4, they're trying to send USC down to 0-1 and start their season off on the right foot.
Still looking like they're the favorites to do so. Axtron can't put it on target. Doesn't matter because Cataclysm is there to somehow backflip this one through. Missed the first one. Fall from Axtron should have been a goal, but Cataclysm lands with 0 boost and just backflips it in.
And Cataclysm was with us in chat earlier too. Liberty was talking about this series and being excited to compete on stream, and he's showing out in a huge way this series. He had a heck of a Game 1, a heck of a Game 2, and Game 3 didn't quite go their way. Now he's already off to a great start here in Game 3 to help lead the Wolfpack to a 2-0 lead with 4 minutes left.
Yeah, they're in a great spot. The momentum is back in their favor. They took the quick loss. You shake it off, you get the offense right back in tow. And now Southern California have to bring this one back. And they weren't able to do it in the previous games, but we saw their offense finally score in that last game. Now they just got to keep doing it. They need at least 3 to win this game.
3:52 to go. Game number 4 here is, I guess you need at least 2. And overtime one would be the 3rd, but you at least need 2 in the next 3:40. Overtime, whenever your offense can score, however long it takes. But 3.5 to go here in Game 4. USC need 2. Next 3.5 minutes, or else NC State will walk away victorious with their first win of the season.
Cataclysm taking as much time as he's given off the sidewall. Ventus trying to reach it. It's going to be highly contested. Up it goes. Axtron lobs it up. Can anyone get there for NC State? No. It's going to be boom back downfield. Ventus, that's a great first touch, but a misflip off the sidewall will allow for a free clear for the Trojan. Axtron lobs it middle again. Still 3 minutes left to go. USC, they have time to bring it back. Another good stop by the defense, drawing circles on it. Been one of the favorite players to watch in terms of defense, and he, of course, got the only 2 goals that USC has scored so far this series, so he's really just been everywhere for the Trojans.
And drawing circles, went big in the last minute of Game 3, but again, you got to make a statement again in Game 4. It's going to take all 3 of these guys to come out clutch for the Trojan offense to put something together down the stretch here. As now we enter the second half of Game 4, an open break there, clear that one wide, but we're halfway through, Jonas. This feels like to me watching this series, last game was something sort of a fluke, where NC State just kind of gave in a little bit and let USC have their way a little at the end, but they responded well, and I think things are playing out how we expected them to play out.
Yeah, I think we saw the defense collapse a little bit from NC State in that last game. We also saw, we saw drawing circles get great 2 touches for 2 great shots to be able to turn in those 2 goals, but we just haven't seen that consistently enough throughout this entire series. And now USC, their backs are against the wall. They got to do it when it matters most. As drawing circle sends this one far side. Ventus taking advantage of that little bit of time and space he's given, dropping down, drawing circles again. That's a good 50 solo queue. Terror lurking with low boost. The clear will be made for a moment. Ventus low boost off the back wall. Cataclysm diving in. Save is made by Ventus again. NC State hold.
I think last game NC State got a little content with the 2-0 lead. Now maybe a chance at a double is good for Ventus. 3-0.
Ventus gets on the board. I mean, he said he's been playing the game before this series started, and that's a great double off the near side post to make it a 3-0 game. 75 seconds in, USC are in trouble.
That they are. I mean, I think at this point, if you're USC, you're out of time, and maybe you're a little bit out of luck. It's 1:10 to play here. It feels like they need a miracle to pull this one together.
It really does. I mean, with just the sheer amount of offense we've seen from them, only being able to put away 2 goals so far in the last 19 minutes of total play, you just feel like something has to go insanely right. A miracle is correct to be able to try and, find as many goals, find more goals than they have all series long in these last 30 seconds. It just seems to be too far out of reach.
30 seconds left there. That's going to be the dagger if the third one wasn't already. 31 to go. It's 4-0 as the Wolfpack start the victory lap here in week 1.
Yeah, I think Axtron just wanted to get on the board as well. Now, all 3 players for NC State have a goal to their name. 31 seconds, and I think that'll be all she wrote. USC, I mean, they fought well. They got a game. NC State, ultimately, they've just been doing well, staying ahead. They've been that overall better team. Ventus off the ceiling. No double there. Axtron looking for one more. Double himself. He locks it up. Axtron just picking up another for good measure.
17 seconds, and Axtron will find the 5th goal of game number 4, and that should wrap things up here from us, Jonas. And about 20 seconds will get you to TCU versus Denver for the conclusion of our week 1 opening night broadcast.
I mean, that'll be an interesting one to watch as well, seeing TCU back after the tough loss to Arizona State. We won't talk about it much more. But that did happen last season. I believe that was the last time we saw them on the mainstream as well. So hoping to see them, try and pick it back up. Denver's new, so it's going to be a fun match. But NC State take it 3-1 over Southern California. USC got 1, but they couldn't get much more than that.